we first met, we just talked and talked and talked well into the night. There was a lot of things culturally that were very similar. I didn't realize it then, but he was kind of measuring me out. And so when we went to Samoa, in the middle of our trip, stayed there a week, I passed his hotel room and he was over there making something. I didn't know what it was. He was actually waiting for me, because it was one way in, one way out anyway. He said, "You want to learn how to make some tools?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So he gave me some material and I stayed up all night and I made my first tool. I showed it to him the next day. He says, "This is good." So he kept it. Then he says, "Make another." So, I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna stay up all night again. And I kind of did, because it was so exciting to be able to do that. And so the next day, he looked at the tools and he inspected it. He says, "You know why I told you to make another one and I took your first one?" I said, "No." He said, "Because it's good enough for me to use, and that's good." He said, "But if you didn't make another right after, you would forget how." And he says, "These tools are good. There's only one thing missing. You need to learn how to use them." It was from that point on that I learned the technical parts of it. Whenever I had the chance and money, I would try and go and visit and watch him work and stretch for him. On his way back from Europe in 1998, he says, "I want to see you work." So I did a tattoo in front of him. And he looked at me, he says, "That's pretty good." And he did a ceremony in which he presented me a set of tools that he made. And he told me, he says, this is for you and the people of Hawaii. You've earned the right to use these tools. It was just amazing, and after he gave it to me, I was given the title, Suluape, a Sasua title from Samoa. He wanted me to have the title so that my tools has a genealogy. And although I never ever really used that title because I'm Hawaiian, I really teach all of my students that, because it takes that tool that I'm working with in my hand today all the way back 2,000 years to the time of Taima and Tilafainga, who had come over from Fiji to give the tools to Suluape's ancestors. A painful spot for him. Although I don't feel anything, I'm fine. Just in case you guys were wondering, Geez, but I wonder how Keone's doing. When I first talked to Lyle, I realized that He was
You see, I'm not just trying to do something new.
After he passed, the family approached me and asked if I would be willing to carry that title.
the mana comes not from me, but it comes from the tools.